Yeah, the squirrel for 7 years. Does it look like it has rabies? And then the squirrel bit one of the investigators. So that's what they say in their statement about why this happened. They then kill the squirrel and the raccoon because that's how they test for rabies.
What?
Why was this necessary?
What? Check it out. Hey, internet is outraged. Ooh. Internet is outraged over Peanut the squirrel. I have no idea. Do them all together. You send two links, do them together, do them as two separate reactions. I don't know, but she gonna tell me by the time we get this one. This one is 5 minutes. Y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Thank y'all so much for all the thank y'all all for all the subscribers and all that type of stuff, man. We have been bringing y'all all the facts. So let's give them a thumbs up and let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Sensation. Fans, you know how it is with people with pets on the internet. Social media embraced it.
That's cool.
It's not the only guy.
Cool.
You see squirrels, raccoons, all kinds of stuff, right? Now its owner, Mark Longo, is going through something we're not used to. He took in Peanut 7 years ago, found him injured on the streets of New York City, shared their journey together on the internet ever since. They really had quite the relationship. It was really, really cute to watch. Then
that's cool.
The government gets involved. New York State's Department of Environmental Conservation, DEC, raided his home and took the squirrel and this pet raccoon that he has. Now remember, he didn't just find these things. They said, well, he was potentially exposed to rabies. He had the squirrel for 7 years. Does it look like it has rabies? And then the squirrel bit one of the investigators. So that's what they say in their statement about why this happened. They then kill the squirrel and the raccoon because that's how they test for rabies.
What?
Why was this necessary?
What? Oh my God, we are in. What is wrong with our world we live in? What? This is his pet. Because it's not a dog?
They then kill the squirrel and the raccoon because that's how they test for rabies. Why was this necessary?
That's a shame.
Mark Longo, the man
that is a
in
shame.
The video who just lost the squirrel, joins us now. This sucks. How are you taking it?
Mr. 𝗟𝗡𝗞, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me on the show. What happened today and what transpired throughout this week has been nothing short of a tragedy and a disgrace to the New York State. 2 days ago, 10 to 15 DEC officers raided my home for a raccoon and a squirrel. We used resources from this state to kill a squirrel and raccoon and raid my house as if I was a drug dealer. We have resources to kill a raccoon and a squirrel, but we can't fix the major bridges down the street.
Huh? We can't fix that's a good choice because there's a lot of bigger things, a whole lot of bigger things that need to be fixed. And you weren't about a squirrel. That was his pet. Shame on you.
Who do you think dimed you out on this? Who do you think? Mark, who like they said for rabies. I mean, I looked up when I heard about this. I had seen your videos, by the way. My senior producer Jonathan called me about it, but I had seen it. People loved it. I mean, it's one of the good things about social media. I mean, you did a great job with this animal. So I look up rabies, and they're pretty severe symptoms and demonstrations of behavior. Couldn't they have just observed the squirrel and the raccoon and said, well, they don't look rabid? And who told them that they might be rabid?
Sir, there's a quarantine period that is supposed to be happening. We did not hear from the DEC. We didn't even get a statement from the DEC. We heard it from another news station that they killed Peanut. Since they left my house, not a single DEC employee or state official even called me to tell me what happened. They came into my house. They even asked my wife for immigration status. They asked me if I had cameras in my house. They got local sheriffs to approve this. The DA approved this. They had a criminal judge sign a search warrant to come and take these animals. The woman who claimed, or the member who claimed to get bitten, everybody around here wore gloves. These are professionals who deal with animals on a daily basis, and you're going to tell me you got bit by a squirrel? None of this transpired. This was somebody out to get me. We moved to a small town to start a nonprofit animal rescue called Peanuts Freedom Farm. We understood that this internet sensation was a wave, and we wanted to turn it into something great, so we moved to New York from Connecticut. We moved here last April, and we started a nonprofit and have rescued over 300 animals, all in the name of Peanut. Peanut is the center of our organization. I used his social media to gather the funding to continue to help animals. And the DEC comes in here. They wouldn't even allow me to feed my horses who have been coming from neglected cases. They spent 5 hours taking apart my house for a squirrel and a raccoon. So I need an explanation as to why this state can find the funding to bring this many people to my house to destroy my life, but we can't fix major issues that we're having in this state.
Listen, I get it, but I don't think you need the alternative argument, to be honest, about like what we're not doing. This is just a really messed up thing. And you know, I know it's a squirrel, but this is a squirrel the way I have dogs, you know, as far as you're concerned. Now, I get it. Maybe the law doesn't treat them the same way. That goes to the second point, which is this what we needed to do? Look, here's what I can do. Mark, I give you an open channel of communication. You let me know. I mean, we can't bring Peanut back, you know, I mean, not to, you know, trivialize it, but they did what they did.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to raise money, and I'll help you do that too on my own personally. You know, that's not what News Nation does. But I'm really, you know, you're a sweetheart. And what you and your wife are trying to do is great. And maybe. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And
you mean to tell me maybe I don't know what state he's in? Let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts and say, is it against the law in some type of way to have these type of animals as a pet? Is it against the law? Did he go get as a pet, you got to register a pet and do paperwork on a pet like a snake? People have rabbits. My little nephew has the godparents bought the son a rabbit. Dude, you got to check the rabbit for rabies. That's a shame. People have pigs for pets, snakes for pets, iguanas. Yeah, I know I can't speak. That is a shame, man. This is not a laughing matter, because how in the world can you just say somebody came and killed your pet? That wasn't bothering nobody, and he is actually saving pets and all this type of stuff, man. That's not cool. Oh my gracious, that's not cool. So here's another video. We're gonna do both of these together, man. Let's check this bad boy out real quick. Hold on. My bad.
Famous animals.
I'm so mad over that. Oh my gracious, man. Here we go.
The best thing that ever happened to us.
Instagram famous animals Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon have been euthanized by New York authorities after being.
They killed the raccoon also? They killed. Oh my God, man. That is
seized by the Department of Environmental Conservation.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
Peanut's owner, Mark Longo, shares the update in a heartbreaking video posted to the platform alongside his wife, Daniela.
Hi, everyone. I don't know how to say this.
Oh my God, Jan.
To all of you. Peanut was the best thing that ever happened to us. And we got confirmation that they put him down. I want to continue to fight this fight as much as I can, but we need all of you to come together and help us. Please please continue to help us raise money for the ongoing legal battles and for our nonprofit so we can keep Peanut's name alive. Thank you all.
In a second post, the couple, who operates a wildlife shelter called Peanut's Freedom Farm Animal Sanctuary, confirmed their other animal, Fred the raccoon, was also put down, saying, "It is with profound sorrow that we share the heartbreaking news. On October 30th, the DEC made the devastating decision to euthanize our beloved Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon. Despite our passionate outcry for compassion, the agency chose to ignore our pleas, leaving us in deep shock and grief." The statement adds, "Their lives were precious, and we refuse to accept this loss in silence." E! News has reached out to the New York Department of Environmental Conservation and has not yet heard back. Peanut, who had amassed an audience of over 500,000 Instagram followers and more than 400,000 followers on Facebook, was seized by the DEC October 30th. Mark shared the news on a post at the time saying, "The New York State DEC showed up to my house and took Peanut. He was taken to be euthanized." He added, "For the last 7 years, Peanut has been my best friend. He's been the center of my world, and many of yours for so long. I don't know how to process this emotionally." Per the AP, officials also seized Fred the raccoon. At the time, Mark said Fred was injured and would be returned to the wild after being rehabilitated. A spokesperson for the DEC previously told the Associated Press they began investigating the situation following, quote, "multiple reports from the public about the potentially unsafe housing of wildlife that could carry rabies and the illegal keeping of wildlife as pets."
Right, that's... First of all, man, some paperwork. That's the point I'm making right there. If it's against the law, arrest them and explain to them. You just don't come in somebody's house and start taking their kids, they family member. They look at these things as, is there a list? What state they in? I want to look that up in this state. In fact, I'm gonna Google that or do some what you call it, the chat GPT, and say, is there a list of pets that you cannot, is there a list of animals that you cannot make as pets in your house? And I would have never thought that a squirrel or raccoon would be one of them. A pig, a snake should be one of them. I don't like snakes. That's just me. I shouldn't have said that. Alligators, there are people that got alligators. They got gorillas and monkeys as pets and all this type of stuff. Maybe it's I don't know. But that is a shame. For 7 years you had this pet? Oh my God, man. That is they're in New York. Oh my gracious. That is sad, man. I don't even know what to say. Oh my God, man. Y'all pray for them, man. And I hope to God some justice come out of this and they get some type of, you can't compensate for that. But I hope something happened, and I hope they get some real answers about why this happened. It's not Mike, he had a license. It's not Mike, he had a license. Even Musk and Trump had tweeted about it in support of a couple. Yeah, you don't. Oh my God, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's almost like the raccoon should have had a house or something. You would think that, oh my God, like in the backyard. Okay, I got the raccoon and I got a squirrel, but y'all need to go in the backyard to be able to hide. You ain't thinking like that. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, man. I can't even think of something to say. Well, that's a shame, man. That is a shame. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow, man. Let these people know. Spread this thing around. Go to their fundraiser, man, and help them raise money, man. Because this government, if you need all this stuff about the puffy and the baby oil and all that stuff, y'all need to be going after these people. You need to be raiding some of these people houses that was on them freak tapes and stuff. Leave this guy alone. Why are you bothering him? I thought this had something to do with all this Diddy stuff. That's what I thought. Does he have anything? Does he know Puffy? I don't understand this one. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.